Look, one thing I want you to always remember is to love yourself. Okay? Love yourself. Love yourself as much as you can. Love yourself as much as you try to love other people. Love yourself. Put yourself first sometimes. Like, say no to things that you actually don't want. Tell people no sometimes. You have to tell people no. You have to tell people no. It's really for your boundaries and your health and your safety. You have to tell people no. Sometimes you can feel when you say, when somebody wants to give you something or somebody wants you to come with them, sometimes you can feel when that journey is not for you. You can feel that opportunity is not something you need. It's not something you need. Just say no. Say no sometimes, because saying no will let people, they'll give you your space. People will give you your space. Like, you gotta tell people no sometimes. Like, me personally, I talk on the internet, but I don't like to really, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not really good at communication, like, in person wise. And I say that because, like, everybody does, I get nervous. Or even bigger, it's an even bigger problem when it comes to talking to people in person, is how to approach them, okay? I have trouble with approaching people sometimes because, I mean, you never know how somebody is feeling. You never know what they thinking. You don't know if the first thing you say could trigger something. You never know. And I tend to trigger people a lot. I trigger people a lot. Like, honestly, people trigger me a lot. That's why I don't really talk to people that much. But, and it's not even triggered like getting mad all the time. No, it's not that. It's just the type of triggering, like, man, I'm thinking about something from my past now. I can't even focus. Like, that type of thing. Like, I do get triggered. But for real, self-love, y'all, self-love. Self-love is the most important thing. Self-love is the most important thing. You have to know how to say no, and you gotta love yourself before you love people, and put God first. Put God first in every situation, for real. God saved my life. He stopped me from drinking so much and feeling attached to the wrong source. Basically, the wrong source. Like, it's no way we could believe in aliens and UFOs and freaking the KKK and all of that. Like, how are we believing in all of this other stuff, but we don't believe in what started everything? We don't believe in who started everything. We don't believe in God, and that's sad. Like, I really do believe in God. I really believe in God, and I know that He works and He's good, and God is love. You have to love yourself and tell God, thank you for bringing me here. Thank you for giving me this life. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to be better. Thank you for showing me the truth. Thank you for showing me the truth, Lord, because I would be so blind if I didn't have your guidance. I would be so dead if I didn't have your spirit in me. I would be so blind if I didn't have your love and your light. I would be so gone. It wouldn't work. Nothing would make sense. We don't know how we were born. We don't know how our heart was beating. We don't know how any of this started. We don't know how it started, and God is the reason. God is the answer to everything. Don't forget about God. Always love yourself and treat yourself like a queen or a king, because you are that. You are that. You are the one. And man, I'm not the first person to tell you, and I'm not going to be the last person to tell you, you are great. You are great. Okay? Humans have greatness. Humans have greatness. We can do anything, and I'm not saying this just to tell you that we can do anything, but literally put your mind in your body and force it. You have to force it. You can do anything. Force it. Use your strength instead of talking bad about people and bringing people down and calling somebody out whenever things go bad. Like, start spreading good. Start telling people about the good, man, because God did so much stuff for me. I'm not gonna take it for granted, and I'm not gonna give myself all of the credit. I'm not gonna give myself all of the credit. Whenever people reach out to me and say thank you, I'm thanking God in that very same moment, because I wouldn't even have the strength to get on here and talk to you. Last year, I did not have the strength to get on here and talk to you. I didn't last year. Last year, I was not doing this. I was not talking to people, and I know it's God. That's the only reason. Like, come on. And yeah, you can get confidence and you can write things down and schedule it, but nothing that I do is scheduled. Nothing that I do is written down. I don't plan it out. The only thing I ever planned out was create your history, set a reminder, and I didn't even write a script for them videos. Like create your history, set a reminder, and you are important. Those type of videos, those were things that I made a list, and I was like, you know what, you got to make those videos to start off, because that's going to build the foundation of what your YouTube channel is about. But more importantly, love yourself, always love yourself. And you got to love yourself. You got to love yourself. You got to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, then what is life? Like, what is life? You're not going to understand yourself while you just moving through. You're trying to understand other people. You want to empathize with everybody's emotions. But what about you? What about you? What about you? You're going to leave yourself behind in it all, and it's not going to make sense. Whenever you do get what you want, it's not going to make sense because you don't understand yourself. You want to understand yourself and keep working towards the best version of yourself, all of those goals that you see yourself accomplishing. It's all possible, and you can do it this year. You can do it this year. I believe that. Like, I feel like I'm already accomplishing one goal, and that's starting. Like, all you have to do is start. Just start. Even if it's working out, like push-ups. Push-ups was probably one of the hardest things I tried to do in my life, and I couldn't do one push-up, and that made me really sad when I couldn't do one push-up. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be the weakest person. I don't want to be the weakest person my age. Like, I just knew that, like, man, I gotta keep trying harder. I told myself I gotta keep trying harder. No matter what it is, I gotta keep going. Keep trying harder. Because some of us, we give up too quick. And then we never see what we want. We never see that what could have been. We never see it. Because we give up too fast. You don't want to give up too fast. You don't want to give up at all. Just try again and then try harder. Keep trying again. Keep trying again. Keep trying again. Gabe's Jeopardy.